Away means a lot of things to me. People who have died are away in my life, but they're never really away. And I don't know about your experiences with people who have gone, but I have visitations all the time. I don't mean to weird anybody out, but I mean, people come back to me in dreams, and so some of that, I don't consider people away for good, but they're away. Another thing that's away is, when you get to be my age, is this sort of weird thing that you were when you were in like the 8th grade. And I teach 6th grade now, and I see a lot of 8th graders running around. And I can still remember some of those terrible things we did as 8th graders, and just some of the people that we were. So I'm going to read 2 8th grade poems. And one is for me, about me, and one, sort of, and one is about the nun that had to put up with me. And actually, I think when I had her, her name was Sister O. Because when they came over from Ireland, and she came over from Ireland, she must have been about, I don't know, she wasn't very old. But she had to be, in those days, the nuns had to change their names and wear the habits. And so she was Sister Olivia. But today, her real name is Sister Angela McCarthy. So when I refer to her in the first 8th grade poem, she's Sister O. And in the next poem, it's a poem for Sister Angela McCarthy, who's, in her own words, now an old lady. She wrote to me and said, I'm an old lady. So I'm not calling her an old lady. I'm using her words. She called herself an old lady. First one, 8th grade spring. And I don't know if there's anything you need to know. I mean, of course, it's steeped in all the ritual of recess in a Catholic school. But, I mean, and the nuns used to wear black habits, and then they'd wear the white wimple. And then they used to always have this amazing crucifix hanging on their place where they didn't have breasts because they were removed or something. I don't know. We always thought it was strange because I know they weren't. I know.
I thought you were serious.
No, but I mean, they were very dressed down, so to speak. So Jesus, so the crucifix was going back and forth. Okay, sorry. Now you see why she's an old lady now. 8th grade spring. One sun falling is no end. Salvation swings both ways. The crucifix crosses, nuns in motion. Sister heads west, and Jesus, like clockwork, heads east. His tiny chrome feet soldered one over the other. His hands point to sky and earth, ready to cartwheel for us all. His station airy in its trembling before black habit crossing playground or classroom. Sister O's swinging for the fences, snapping rulers, correcting tenses. No mistakes mortal until spring sun pushes freckles across the low throat of one girl. Pray for skin's perfect pattern falling. Give forgiveness a place to stay. Young love. Okay, and this is called Petition for Sister Angela McCarthy. And again, trying to figure out what you believe in. And I mean, I'm a long ways away from 8th grade, still trying to figure it all out. So there are some things in here where there's some doubt, which is okay. Petition for Sister Angela McCarthy. And I sent her a book. Haven't heard a word back, so I don't know. This might have pushed her over the edge. I don't know. Neither the buds on the Japanese plum, nor the bald eagle on the pilings behind the closed fish market. Not the end of the rains, not the sun on this holiday weekend manifest God. Though something knocks besides the radiators, nothing dramatic like a cheese toast Madonna, nothing desperate like a sick child. This woman, an old woman in her words, a nun who spends her days with Scripture. After the chaos of classrooms, reluctant students, and cranky parish priests, this woman is today's God call. She praises her gift of time, the quiet for reflection, appreciates her place in a timber town, for decades the image of the sorrowful mysteries. This is more wish than prayer, more hope than conversion. For the sake of those least likely to claim righteousness, grant a hereafter beatific and fair in the way the car passing on the right reappears miles ahead in those blessed blue lights. Okay. Little justice in the world.